Hello again. Two people died yesterday who had been ill-advised enough to attend the Notting Hill Carnival, which was held over the bank holiday weekend. There was, of course, a good deal of violence, and it's a mercy, really, that only two people were killed, for another half dozen or so were also knifed. One of those who was stabbed to death was a young mother with a 3-year-old child whom she took with her to the carnival. This woman was stabbed in the groin and underwent an emergency hysterectomy and went into a coma from which she never recovered. There were plans to amputate both her legs, but she died before this could be done. The other death was that of a chef who was described as Swedish, but both his name and appearance suggest otherwise. Which rather brings me to the point of this video, which is that increasingly often I read news items from the reading of which it is impossible to hazard a guess as to what country they are from. There was a time when a news story from Sweden would involve people with names like Sven Svensson. A story from France would be about people called Jacques or Pierre, and incidents in England typically featured names like Dave Smith or Peter Brown. I was particularly struck when reading the news coverage of the Notting Hill deaths, which are the subject of murder investigations now, that not a single name indicated the nationality or origin of the person concerned. Take the young mother who died. Her name was Cher Maximen. Those accused of being responsible for her death are three brothers called Shaquiel, Sheldon and Shaheem Thibault. They were remanded in custody by a district judge whose name is Zani, spelt Z-A-N-I. The prosecuting counsel was Adrita Ahmed. The police officer who announced the two deaths is called Charmaine Brenya, and the officer in charge of the investigations is Chief Inspector Gaman Paila. The supposedly Swedish chef who was killed at the carnival was called Museum Netu, and the person charged with attacking him is Omar Wilson. As I say, reading accounts of these cases where Shakila Thibault is accused by prosecutor Adrita Ahmed of attempting to murder Cher Maximan, it could be a case in Los Angeles, Kingston, Jamaica, or indeed practically anywhere else in the world. You might perhaps say that violent crime has become internationalized and is no longer a purely national affair.